Shane has shown us the inside of the store, the flow, the various departments that you have. You want somebody, when they walk in the door for the first time, wow, this is
the place.
Yeah, if it's not here,
it's not made.
The outside, talk about the outside of the building.
Well, we're in the northwest section of Philadelphia, Germantown section, historic Germantown. The British and the revolutionaries fought right on our street fronts. And the first White House was actually right around the corner from here, where George Washington actually, having been inaugurated, stayed here in Germantown until the real White House was finally available numbers of years later. But this is a mixed residential commercial area in a mixed community, mixed in ethnicity and income levels. Within all directions from our store, you will find some high-end real estate, you'll find some low-end real estate, and in between you'll find a lot of nice, really middle-class homes here. There's also a lot of rental property opportunities in our city, and in particular in our zip codes and the zip codes that are contiguous to the store here. We have a lot of transient as well as rooted people groups, and those are the ones that become our bread and butter customers. And it's a mixed bag, so as the store has evolved over the years, the offerings become more of a mixed bag, skewing upwards actually, because we tease ourselves around here. We've learned how to sell better goods.
Now, tell us about that. So somebody comes in and says, hey, you know, I've got a room, you know, 18 by 16, and I need something to do it. So, you know, something, I'm looking maybe something green or something. So how do you get from there to, say, a higher end piece of goods?
By asking questions, by good selling is also good seeking of information. It's not only about understanding what the customer in the end envisions that they want to buy, but what it is and how they live where they are, so that you can then properly match the right product, the right style, the right price with their expectations and their needs. Therefore, I ask a lot of questions when a customer comes in with the comments of, hey, I could use a 16 by 18 room carpet in a green. And then I'll ask which room in the house. I'll ask if they expect that we are to install it or if they are capable of putting it down for themselves. We'll ask other questions like how soon. We'll qualify the information before we start to walk the customer through. And having had those questions asked and hopefully answered, then it becomes apparent and rather easy for me to decide how I will walk the customer through the store. So whether it's to special order or cut order goods as opposed to a stock keeping special, or just a search at this time so that we can have people be comfortable with knowing that this is the place, the prices are fair and right, in fact downright awesome, and that the selection is overwhelmingly awesome to the point where, again, if we can't find what we're looking for here, good bet it's not made. And when we are compared, and we hear this from our customers, we're told time and time again, wow, this is just a great place to be shopping for in carpet. And that's the kind of reaction we're looking for from any of our customers from any station in life that they come.
So customers really don't know price when they walk in the front door. I mean, I can't imagine. Who knows what the price of carpet is? So
I would agree with that.
So showing more expensive goods, I suppose you do that first. You don't work your way up to it.
Depends, David. When we ask our questions and it becomes apparent what kind of a neighborhood you live in, what kind of a property you're in, are you a renter or a buyer, an owner or a seller? Is this a commercial opportunity as opposed to a residential opportunity? Is this a long-term need as opposed to a short-term transient need? David, it's interesting how we go counter to certain intuitive concepts towards selling approaches. We'll sometimes start at the very, very low so as to ratify in somebody's mind why plush carpet's worth more money than blue pile carpet, why a 24-ounce FHA nylon is not nearly as costly as a 44-ounce Anso Caress. So it's all about the questions and the qualifying at first, so as to then be able to provide for the customer the most comfortable experience for them to gather information and to ratify for themselves and feel good about themselves participating in the process.
How do you pay your salespeople or your order takers?
Everybody here is salary. Everybody here is salary. We have no commission salespeople. We have incentives for our salespeople, for our personnel. We're not just salespeople. In this operation, David, there's 8 of us, and we all do a little bit of everything. Certainly, James does more warehousing than I do, and certainly I do more paperwork than Buster does. But what we all do is work as a collective to service the needs of our customers. So on the issue of pay, everybody has an opportunity to participate in the incentivized opportunities that the special buying that we make around here allows for. And that varies from time to time based on the nature of the buy.
One of the things Shane had said to me repeatedly is, keep it simple. We had talked about software many times, and it seems like that would almost make your life a whole lot more complicated, wouldn't it?
If indeed one person was solely and thoroughly and terribly devoted to it. We haven't been able to, I guess, justify investing in an IT/accounting type who is so computer versed that we could also then make all matters computer/IT/internet fall into one set of hands for oversight and management. That'd be a good position for someone within the family. It's got to be trusted eyes, because that's a real good opportunity to see the wrong kinds of issues occur, either due to incompetence or intention. And David, we've kept it simple with manual systems here. We have accounting 101 systems here, and we use computers. You've seen, you even asked to get onto our wireless network earlier today. Well, my goodness, 7 years ago, there was no wireless network here. And as of today, there's probably 3 people or 4 people that can help you hook into the wireless network. A couple of years ago, I don't think there was anybody who would have been able to help you hook into our wireless network. I don't even think we knew how to hook into our wireless network. So we're late. We are, self-acknowledged, we're late coming to the party with being digitally savvy, but it certainly hasn't impeded our performance at retail.
What are the most recent changes that you've made here in this operation? I mean, it looks to me like you're tweaking things all the time.
We do, and it's a ever-evolving process. This is not revolutionary retailing. This is evolutionary retailing. And projects that are in process with us right now, the biggies, recently concluded. We put in all brand new lights. I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but we put in all new high intensity, high lumen output, energy efficient lighting. We spent $25,000, close to $25,000 to upgrade the view of the merchandise before you. The old retail selling saying is, if you can't show it, you can't sell it. If you don't see it, you can't sell it. Well, you can see it a lot better at our store now, and you can see it so good, we got to make sure we keep things even cleaner than we've been used to keeping things clean in this store. Other big changes, besides the enhancement of the furniture display systems like Anso Caress, Mohawk Silk Strand, Shaw Carpet Tiles, and various other display rack or what we'll call furniture type systems. The single most important change we probably have coming very soon is going to be the new and improved website. And it'll only be the 3rd time in 3 years we've done that. Talk about change. I've lamented to Shane that, gee whiz, how many times we got to keep doing this? And he reminds me, we got to keep doing it until we get it right or more right, and staying up to date with not only what we see our industry's offering to its retail participants, but to keep stimulating the activity, which is we need bodies to walk in our door. We need phone calls made to our store. We need to be able to induce people, sway people, eventually persuade people to engage in commerce with us. And you can't do it without asking for it.
To walk in the front door.
And the website is our number one mechanism. We haven't run a TV ad. I can't remember the last time we ran a TV ad, David. We gave up radio years ago. I eliminated 100% of Yellow Pages. The only Yellow Pages listings we take today are what's free, and that includes yellowpages.com. Google is the key for us. Pay-per-click is a big recipient of our promotional marketing dollars we spend, and we certainly have not been the smartest at applying, or as Mr. Buffett would say, allocating our resources. He considers himself a resource allocator. Those are his words from his lips. We are the same thing, just on a much smaller scale. The decimal point is way over to the other side, as opposed to where the Berkshire Hathaway guys got their decimal points on the other side. But it's the same premise, it's the same concept, that if we can properly and effectively and efficiently apply the resources we use to generating activity and traffic here, whether it's in lights, whether it's the website, whether it's enhanced display systems, whether it's nicer showrooms, whether it's more inventory, whether it's better people, we're going to do what we got to do, David.
Now, one thing I think, you're different from most floor covering retailers in the United States with the number of people that you have to have walk through your front door every day. Wouldn't you say that?
We need traffic, David. We're not an account house.
Yeah.
We need traffic. We need fresh bodies. We need repeat bodies. We need referred bodies. And hence, that's why you see a deep, heavy commitment as a percentage of sales to advertising. So the good old A to S, the advertising to sales ratio. In our industry, if you go by the WFCA, or if you're a participant with Shaw Flooring Network, where you have access to information like this, 3% is a rather average number that we see people who are successful retailers seem to spend their resources towards. However, in an operation like this, it's considerably more than 3%, and the reason why is it's required to keep pounding the message. It's no longer a seasonal marketing program. This is a 52-week activity. You can thank the big boxes for that. A lot of the sense of urgency to make buys during seasonal type activities has been reduced to a sense of urgency of every week there's a reason to come and buy at the big boxes, at a Empire. We swim in that moat, so we've got to play ball that way too.